Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Utawarerumono. Where we left off, we joined the caravan. We are escorting the princess and her offerings to the Mikado in the Imperial City. Let's figure out what happened. What happens next? Give me a second here, guys. The caravan rose lazily along the mountain path. It's a nice day out. The wagon is jostling and my butt hurts from every bump in the road, but I'm getting used to it. I've got time to just lay back and leisurely gaze at the sky. The wind's calm too. It really is peaceful weather. If only we weren't traveling with extremely valuable bandit magnet cargo. Or this guy lying in the corner of the wagon reeking to high heaven for that matter. What the heck? Meanwhile, I've been unsuccessfully trying to ignore my more immediate circumstances. What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish here? The mystery twins have me sandwiched between them, and have yet to stop poking my cheeks. I've tried talking to them a few times now, but never to any avail. They're just gonna do their thing. I've given up on getting anything out of them. This is downright bizarre. Really, I could probably just drive them off, but I can't quite bring myself to. I don't want to scare them or make them timid around me or something. With my discomfort rising, I glance around the caravan for some kind of help. Moro's not going to be much of use. Not that he'd be helpful if he were awake anyway. And Ukon's riding at the head of the caravan. Probably best not to bother him. Kuan. I quickly scan the caravan for Kuan. That ridiculously huge bird is trundling along right next to the caravan. On its back, Kuan and Rulutia chat happily. Seems they're having fun opening up to each other. That's nice to see, but they're so wrapped up in their conversation, they probably won't notice. Kuan suddenly glances toward me. As she notices my gaze, she smiles at me. And then she immediately turns back to Rulutia and resumes chatting. The enormous bird, however, croons at me in a bid for attention. Gonna pretend I didn't see that. Hold on. Is everyone else just pretending not to notice what's happening to me with these two? There are Ankuam walking alongside the caravan, of course, but not one of them is looking this way. In fact, it seems like they're doing everything they can to keep from looking over here. Some are cracking lean, forced jokes, or talking about love affairs, or just staring ahead. They seem to be keeping a watchful eye on our surroundings rather than on the caravan itself. Why exactly do these two get left to their own devices? Now that I pay attention to it, it seems like everyone's keeping their eyes off them pretty deliberately. I give up. I give up already. It's not like they're doing any harm, and if nobody's gonna call them on it, I guess the company doesn't really consider them a problem. Doesn't seem like it anyway. I bet they pull mischief like this all the time, and I'm the only one who doesn't... Huh? No. As Mororo thrashes in his agonizing sleep, he tugs on the cloth that covers the wagon's cargo. The corner of a bizarre object peeks out, catching my eye. Pottery? No, not quite. It has a smooth surface like fine china, decorated with intricate patterns. Awkward forced together boxes and cylinders make up its shape, strange and irregular. No, definitely not pottery. It's almost like some kind of... Suddenly the poking at my cheek stopped. Momentarily free and curious to know the cargo's contents, I reach for the barely clinging cloth. Huh? Something pulls my sleeve back, stopping me. The mysterious duo have each stopped poking me to grab hold of my sleeves. Oh, what? They're not pulling too hard, but it's pretty clear they're trying to yank me back from the cargo. Are you trying to tell me not to touch it? They seem to give me a subtle nod in quiet unison. Alright then. I'm not sure what the issue is, but if they don't want me to see it, I guess it's not a big deal. What? Instead of poking, now they've started stroking my head as if to tell me I'm a good boy. What the hell's going on? At least we were able to communicate for once. Oh well, not gonna dwell on it anymore. I sit up and stretch. Must have drifted off. I rouse myself and have a look around, getting my bearings. Those two aren't here. I guess they wandered off. The caravan is parked in an open space off the side of the road, fenced off and protected. A camp? Yeah, looks like we're here for the night. What should I do? I guess I should just lie low until it's time to eat. An unskilled seasoned person would just get in everyone's way with chores after all. Yep. Kuan descends on me before I can see her coming, smiling sweetly and holding out a bucket. Eric. Okay, what's up next? Encampment, camp, or campfire? Alright. So I'll drop a save. And then I guess we'll go to the campfire first. As I wrap up the task Kuan assigned me, Ukan flags me down. I'm free, but if you need my help, I'm gonna have to decline. I've been busting my butt all day. Gah. He's right, of course. I can't exactly argue. Care? Ukan draws his sword, muttering under his breath. Ukan sits and pulls a cloth and what looks like a whetstone from his bag. laying them across the knees. Now that he mentions it, I withdraw Kuon's fan from my sash and look over it closely. It has a heft to it, heavy in my fingers and thick when its blades are folded up like this. When I actually used it, I could tell right away it was forged solely for inflicting pain. I handled it pretty roughly, honestly, without much care for the state of the weapon itself. I guess it's bad that I've just kind of left it alone since then. Ukon smiles wryly, setting a whetstone to the steel of his katana. Be that as it may, how do I care for whatever this fan thing is? If I were maintaining a sword, I could just follow someone else's example, but this is different. You know how to maintain it? As Ukon takes the fan, he holds it up to the light and squints at it from various angles. Ukon suddenly smiles in what looks like admiration. It's what exactly? What? You're not gonna say it's cursed or something, are you? Oh, it wouldn't surprise you. Great, that's good. Cool. As Ukon taps the metal with his fingernail, it emits a high-pitched, resonant ringing. Mechanism? What sort of mechanism? Whoa! At a flick of Ukon's wrist, blades abruptly spring from the fan's surface. It had this hidden function all along, huh? And this is considered nasty? I mean, it took me by surprise, but I think hidden blades are a pretty standard tactic. Ah, these? They're difficult to see at first, but each fold of the fan has a thin, deep groove through it. What about them? Ukon produces a water skin, appending it and allowing a few drops to dribble into a dip in the fan. As the droplets disappear into the grooves, moisture spreads across the whole weapon in bare moments. Ah, as water condenses in droplets on the tips of the hidden blades, I can't help but groan as I grasp the implications. Anyone who suffers even a little nick or a scratch from something like that. Yeah, okay. Nasty is definitely the word. Urk, I know you meant it as a joke, but that's not funny, man. Hey, what's he? Ukan unfastens the pivot, holding the individual pieces of the fan together, painstakingly disassembling it. Why would Kuan be carrying such a dangerous tool? Kuan thinks highly of me? What makes you say that? Ukan wipes down each component of the fan, then puts it back together in short order. Good point. With that, Ukan turns to go. I ought to thank him, but it slips my mind as I stand transfixed, staring dumbly at the weapon. Ukan's words echo in my mind. Sentimental value, huh? Why would Kuan give me something so important to her? I spread and closed the fan, repeatedly fidgeting with it for no reason. What sentiment has she poured into you, huh? What's your story? The fan remained silent, only glimmering in the light in lieu of giving an answer. Encampment. Ukan calls out to me as I emerge from the tent. Tend to the steeds? I don't mind, but what exactly does that involve? Groom? Ukan holds up a large scrubbing brush, wiggling the bristles in my direction. Just in exchange for a good scrub, huh? Yeah, alright. If that's all, then I'll help out. I don't want to be a freeloader. Ukan hands me the brush, waves his hand as if to formally confer the duty on me, then turns to go. No matter how I look at it, these guys look more like ostriches than what the word steed conjures in my head. As I approach the wapters, hitched to the fence, they begin to stir, noticing me. Easy there. I'll feed you in a sec. So hold it, will you? Oh, they're back. What? As if from nowhere, those two wrapped up in their apparel appear crouching next to the feed bin. Jeez, you two. Don't scare me like that. They both look up at me and tilt their heads in unison as if to ask, did we scare you? They must understand what I've been saying to them to react like that, right? Anybody'd be surprised if you just appear without a word and stare at them. They look at each other, then back to me, their heads tilting as if to ask, really? They totally sync. That's some coordination. The precise, perfectly matched movements almost make me want to ask if they're street performers. So what do you want? They share another look, then turn back to stare inscrutably at me. If you want to watch, do as you please, I guess. Not gonna ruin my day if I stand here figuring out what they want. The steeds will never get fed. I fish what looks like some kind of vegetables from the feed tub, offering it to the nearest wapter. Whoa, geez, scary. Maybe it's because they're just hungry, but man, they're really going for it. I could have lost my fingers just now. Not really something I'm eager to have happen, so maybe if I just toss their food to them. Settle down, guys. There's plenty to go around. It's hopeless. Their eyes are bloodshot with excitement at being fed. This could get out of hand quickly. I glance down at the twins still crouching by the tub of feed. I guess I have no choice. Hey, you two ever fed a wapter? They slowly turn to stare at me, then shake their heads. That's okay. That's okay. Care to help me feed these guys? Just try not to get bitten. They each nod, then reach into the feed bin, holding their offerings out for the wapter. Urk, they're gonna lose their fingers like that. Or so I thought, but the wapters calmed down in short order, eating peacefully from their hands. As the wapters eat, the duo gently stroked the sides of the steed's head, soothing them. They said they've never fed wapters, but they seem awfully familiar with... Yikes, close one. Enough force to pull my fingers off with it. What gives? It doesn't seem like they hate me. They're just oddly eager. The stupid fat bird gets all worked up around me, too. All the animals around here seem to... I know. If you'd like, do you two want to help me scrub these guys down? Be hard to do on my own with the wapters all antsy like this. They'd probably just mob me. The cloaked figures nod. With short, bristled scrubbing brushes in hand, they begin to brush the wapters' bodies. As the bristles pull across their skin, the wapters let out low, content cries. I see. That's how you do it, huh? Bah! Suddenly and abruptly, the wapter nearest to me slams my chest with a headbutt. What was that for? My whole ribcage almost collapsed. The wapter ignores my complaints, nudging me with a brush clamped in its beak, demanding a scrub. What? You want me to hurry up and do it? Oh, well, alright, already. Stop pushing it into my face. Here? Is this the spot you like, big guy? As I pull the brush over its body, it starts to breathe harder and stamp its feet in excitement. Yeah, I get that it feels good, but calm down. If you kick me to death, nobody's gonna scrub you at all. With those thick, muscled legs, it wouldn't take much for a creature like this to do me in. Man, why did I get stuck with this guy and not the gentle one the twins have? No sooner than the thought crosses my mind, two massive feathered shapes slam into me. What? You guys too? The two wopters of the robed pair had been in charge of nudge me with their brushes, just like the first. Where did those two get off to? The mystery twins have disappeared without so much as a word as usual. The wopters stomp and strut worked into a tizzy, thrusting the brushes at me insistently. Aren't you supposed to be the gentle ones? No, wow, quit jabbing me with the brush, I'll do it, okay? Why me? Will you wait just a goddamn... Oh. Where have you guys been? You know what? It's not like you're gonna answer. Can I get some help here? The pair both tug on my sleeve, ignoring what I'm saying as they point at an approaching shape. Huh? The sound of footsteps that are somehow at once both heavy and bouncy fills my ears. Ah, no, the bird! And then a distinctive bird song. No, don't tell me. That troublesome bird bounds into the paddock, chirping with bubbly enthusiasm, and holding a scrubbing brush in its beak. At two Cocopo. Okay, what's up next? Oh, camp. Now that is a big pot. An enormous cook pot hangs over a stove in the corner of the campground, sizzling happily away. Not too far away, a mom is being baked, a tall pile of the doughy skins already stacked on a table. Mororo takes note of me and swaggers over a bag in his arm. Just watching the preparations. I'd never consider how much work goes into feeding so many people. And what are you doing? Helping out, huh? Mororo frantically looks around for Rulutia, hurrying over as soon as he spots her. Proudly, he holds out the bag in his hand to Rulutia. Oh, no, she's talking, my bad. A simple kitchen area has been set up beneath a tent, chopped fruits and veggies are arranged on a table. Rulutia stands at the table and pulls a solid chunk from Mororo's bag, crushing it into powder. You're cooking, Rulutia? Isn't it hard preparing food for so many people at once, though? Huh? I wouldn't have thought a princess would be doing that kind of manual labor. I figured you would be a little more, I don't know, detached from all this.
その私の家は辺境の一高坂なのでそんな格式の高い家ではありませんから。それにクオン様も手伝ってくださいますし。
Kuon too, huh?
私が料理を手伝ってるのは
Bah! Kuon's voice suddenly speaks from right behind me, and I jump almost a full foot in the air. I turn to find her smiling, but it doesn't quite extend to her eyes.
出会う前は一人旅をしてたんだから一通りできるのは当たり前なんだけどな。
No, I wasn't trying to imply that you can't.
パックがそこで見てるくらいかな。私の技を見せてあげるから。
Kuon deftly twirls a kitchen knife in her hand as she makes this proclamation, pointing it at me. Does she have bad memories of being told she's a poor chef or something?
ルルティエ、お塩はこのくらいでいいかな。もうちょっと濃い方がいいと思います。皆さん働き盛りですから少し塩辛い方が好まれるかと。そっか、そう言われるとそうかな。
I can tell I'm not really going to be any help, so I retreat to the edge of the tent to watch from the sides. He's right. I gotta admit, I'm looking forward to seeing what handmade dishes come out of this. Relutia approaches me with a small plate, offering it meekly.
どうぞお味見を。
What's this? Simmered food sits lovingly arranged on the plate in her hands, steaming enticingly.
口に合うといいんですけど。
Wow, it looks delicious. I take a simmered skewer from the plate, eagerly sampling the food impaled on it. It's cooked thoroughly, seasoned with the perfect amount of salt that doesn't overwhelm a homey, rustic flavor. This is amazing. You're an excellent cook, Relutia. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to call you Princess, right? That was probably rude of me.
ルルティエと呼んでください。じゃあ今度はこっちの味見ね。
You made some too? Don't mind if I do. My hand freezes halfway to the plate Kuon is proffering. Kuon? What exactly is this?
煮物に決まってるかな。
It's definitely simmered, alright. Isn't it a little big? It's 5 times the size of the one Relutia.
味見してみて。
This is a meal, not a taste. It's generous to even call this a skewer. The wooden rod itself is bending under the strain of the meat's weight. I carefully take the behemoth in my hands, then bite into it with what reluctant vigor I can muster. Hot, 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 hot.
そんな少しずつじゃなくて一口でガブって。
Hot, come on, be reasonable. It's not bad per se, but the flavor is all on the outside. The meat hasn't absorbed a bit of it. I suppose if I take it all in one bite, like she wants me to, it'd be more spread out, but... Kuon has a very proud look on her face. It's probably exactly to her tastes, but I don't know how to break this to her. It's good, I guess.
そうでしょう。もうすぐ出来上がりだから楽しみにしてね。
I'm using good liberally, of course. It's fairly good adjacent. Relutia gives a small chuckle from beside me. When I look over to her, she quickly averts her eyes bashful. She's awfully down to earth for a princess. She doesn't have that haughtiness I would have expected, not to mention she's approachable. Anyway, at this rate, I'm going to be full before dinner is even ready. Sometime after the sun sets, everyone sits down to dinner around the campfire. There's a mom skin stuffed full of ingredients and a meat stew that warms me up from the core. Even though it's reheated campfire food, it's easily as hearty as the innkeeper's cooking. High praise for the food comes from all over her, and though she blushes bashfully, Relutia's smile cuts through her inhibition. Next to her stands Kuan, looking pleased and proud at the universal praise. But I know the truth about the dish she's enjoying so many compliments over. Originally, she'd made it far too dense and filling, only becoming a proper dish with Relutia's help. Actually, help is pushing it. I'd say Relutia did about 80% of the work to Kuan's 20%. She was more of a hindrance than anything else. Ukan claps his hands to get the group's attention, standing in front of the bonfire. A rough forest road, huh? My butt's gonna be sore again. And walking the whole way. I should find something I can set down as a cushion before we head out tomorrow. But there really are bandits, huh? I guess there's no need to worry. Everyone in the company is strong and armed. Then again, there's nothing to worry about, is what they told me just before the disastrous Gigari hunt. After dinner, right as I get up to return to my tent. At the sound of someone crying out, I turn around to find Relutia kneeling on the ground. What happened? Are you alright? Nearby, a hempen sack lies in a crumpled heap on the ground. She tripped holding it, most likely. Here, let me help. You sure? You did trip. Any girl your size would have trouble with a bag this big. Heavy lifting's typically a man's job, right? I crouch down to lift the bag as Relutia continues to hesitate at a loss for what to do. Alright, up we go. What? Heavy. Yeah, she was trying to carry this. My poor aching back, but I can't back out of this now. Somehow I managed to lift that bag and get back on my feet. No, I got this. You just watch.
なんだかご迷惑を。
Velutia bows politely. I don't need thanks. Just hurry up and point me somewhere before my spine snaps. So where do you need this?
私の天幕まで運んでいただければ。
Alright, lead the way. Finally.
ありがとうございます。
No, it was... No, no big deal. I managed to smile, though I can't quite sit on my shaking legs. Velutia produces a handkerchief, carefully wiping away the sweat on my brow, my cheeks, my neck. She stands on tiptoe, stretching around to reach, nearly pressing her front against mine. She smells nice. Is she wearing some kind of perfume or incense? Or is it that strange, enchanting fragrance all women seem to give off? Okay, he's weird. Velutia's voice pulls my head back down out of the clouds, snapping me back to reality. Thank you.
いえ、こんなことしかできませんから。
Well, I'll be off then.
よろしければお茶をお入れしますので休んでいってください。
Velutia brews up a cup of tea skillfully.
どうぞ外ですが。
Sweet arresting scents steal across my nose. From the cup, milk, flowers, honey. You're pretty good at that.
ありがとうございます。私は家族にお茶を入れるのが好きなんです。
Oh, thank you. Back home, I liked serving tea to my family. Velutia reminisces a gentle smile on her face.
ここフジュールは王路であるお父様自らが率先して開墾することで国が大きくなりました。お父様はもちろんお姉様たちやお兄様たちも木を切り岩を押しのけて畑を耕すのが当たり前でした。でも私は体が弱くて、だからせめてお茶や料理で家族みんなに喜んでもらいたくて。
I see. So that's why she has that domestic air about her. But how can she say she has a weak constitution when she was carrying a bag that heavy? Was that a joke? As I consider, I raise the cup to my lip and take a careful sip. Oh, this is delicious.
お口に合って。
The bitterness and sweetness are balanced just right. It's nice and calming.
お兄様の好きな茶葉なんです。疲れが取れると言われるお茶で、
She really is a sweet, kind girl, isn't she? As she walks through her explanation, I indulge in another 2-3 sips of the calming tea. Please. Velutia quickly sets about making more tea. I can tell she's done this a lot. As I watch her produce various kinds of tea leaves, a realization dawns on me. Hey, is that entire shelf just tea leaves? Easily more than 10 small drawers of tea leaves line the shelf from end to end. Aren't teas expensive here, if I recall? Curiosity piqued. I take in my surroundings inside the tent. It's large for a single-person tent, the extra space taken up mostly by shelving and drawers. Can I ask what's in that one? And that one? What about that big one back there? Velutia grows quieter and quieter toward the end of her sentence, fidgeting bashfully. I see. She really is a princess, huh? Did we make it? Kuan boils the water I'd fetched for her in a large metallic tub, humming. I lost count of how many trips it took to get enough water to fill that thing up. What is she boiling all this water for anyway? It's not like she's cooking a hot pot or something. We just ate, and there's way too much for that. Not that I doubt she'd be able to eat that much. She tests the water with her hand, then apparently satisfied, pours it into a different tub. The remaining water goes back on top of the fire, and she adds more from the bucket. She's going through water like it's going out of style here. I'm probably going to feel stupid for asking, but what are you doing? Yeah, I had a feeling. I didn't think she'd go through all this trouble, though. You're going out of your way to boil all that water in the middle of a campground? Proper hard work, but I'm the one who went through all the trouble. My gripping falls on deaf ear, my griping, as Kuan drapes a large sheet over a string to make a partition. The telltale rustling of clothes is perfectly audible through the partition. She's as brazen as always. But to think she'd go to such lengths just for a bath, she must really enjoy them. Okay, then.
心にしみるな。
She must have lowered herself into the water, for a soft exclamation of comfort wafts over the barrier. You like baths that much, huh?
とっても。一日の終わりにこうして湯浴びで汗を流すのなんて最高の気分。本当なら日に2度は入りたいくらいなんだけど、あまり贅沢は言えないかな。
What is she waiting for? Some kind of quip of that? A retort? Do you do this all the time when you're out traveling like this?
贅沢だけど自分で用意する分には何の問題もないからね。
I'm the one who did all the heavy lifting, though.
ありがとう。今日は白に感謝かな。
Sharp as always. I lean back and lounge against our piled belongings, exhausted. Then, shifting in a chain reaction, the part of the string held up by our bag shifts. Oh no. Wait, why did... Over the fallen partition, I see Kuan has covered her eyes with a washcloth, oblivious. She keeps humming to herself, kicking her legs in the water. I admit it's a pleasant sight, but I can't oogle her like this. Kuan's tail gracefully flicking back and forth is almost hypnotizing. Not good. Not good at all. No, calm down. It was an accident, and knowing Kuan, she'll just smile and forgive me. She'll smile. She might smile, but her eyes won't be smiling, and that dangerous tail will be swinging. But if I put the partition back the way it was, before it's too late, taking extreme care not to make any noise or draw attention, I try to pull the sheet back up. This is not gonna go well. Good. Slide that back into place like that. Then all I have to do is tie off the edges and... Huh? My hand slips right as I finish. Instead of tightening the knot properly, it all comes undone. Stop, you're making it worse. Kuan pulls the washcloth off of her eyes, as though suddenly remembering something. But without turning around, she reaches for a small bottle and dumps its contents into the water. Oh, this is going horrible. Then, still oblivious, she re-soaks the washcloth and replaces it over her eyes once more. That was close. If she'd turned her head even a few degrees, it would have been the end. Kuan happily swings her legs and hums a tune, a stark contrast with what I'm feeling right now. No, I just don't know what to say. No one else is here, so it's gonna be quiet if I'm not talking to you. Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Who would ever do such a thing? If only she opened her eyes. Well, as long as we're clear on that. This isn't weighing well on my conscience, but I'm not peeking. Absolutely not. Not my fault. Looks like I've got nothing left but my contingency plan. I stealthily tiptoe to the tent's flap. Yep, no choice but to bail. Good idea. I would have been left. Even if she realizes what happened here, she'll probably let it drop by tomorrow. Probably. Maybe Ukan will let me sleep in his tent instead of Kuan. I creep over closer toward the exit and spare a glance over my shoulder toward Kuan. Her skin is flawless, free of any scars or blemishes. Her figure is tight and fit, her face pleasant. Exquisite is a good word for her kind of beauty. Now, personally, I prefer women with a little more endowment than she has. With everything else Kuan has going on for her, it's almost disappointing. Oh, she's gonna look. I knew she was gonna look. Kuan raises her head from the water and the washcloth slides off her eyes with an ominous plop. She smiles, and just as I thought, those eyes, the smile doesn't quite extend to her eyes. Her tail uncurls sinuously. No, wait, it wasn't on purpose. The cloth came apart on its own. Was he speaking out loud? What? What are you talking about? I didn't say anything like that. I only thought it was a bit of a disappointment that she is a little bigger through the Oh. Oh my god. I sighed. Kuan's prehensile tail curls around the handle of a bubbling, boiling pot and lifts. Oh no, I'm dead. No, wait, I promise this is all a misunderstanding. You got it all wrong. Listen. Yeah. At sunrise, we pack up the campground and begin preparations to leave as planned. The deep voices of Ukan's men respond in unison, and soon enough the wagons are rolling once more. I'm growing used to the ambience of the caravan. It's kinda nice. Time to get going, I guess. Not long after we get back on the highway, I notice a familiar pair of figures walking beside me. They'd kept their distance at first, but now the mystery twins are flanking me on either side. You two, need something? No response. Not that I expected any. What do I do about these guys? Kuan strays back toward me, having been walking in the front, coming back to investigate the odd sight. That's what I'd like to know. Every time I ask them, I don't get so much as a word of response. Yeah, it feels kind of off, doesn't it? Is it okay to leap to conclusions like that? Kuan runs off in Relutia's direction, shrugging off my bizarre situation. She didn't come to the back of the caravan because she was worried about me after all. Oh well. Poor Haku. Just wants to be noticed. The caravan continues on its slow, inexorable roll up the mountain path. I can tell the road here was paved at some point, but now only a scattered few flat stones remain. Trees have taken root in the day since. I'm actually going to do something real fast. I'm going to turn the protagonist's voice on. Let me know if you guys want me to continue reading or you want his voice on. So I'm going to let him talk. and at least for this part and a couple parts. And let me know if you guys just want him to talk. I'm gonna stay silent until maybe the battle scene parts, and just read along with you, cause that's an option as well, depending on which one you want. And then I'll just put this on auto mode. As usual, the mystery twins are close at hand. Mororo.
話としてはありきたりなのに、内容を説明されただけでどうやってもわかれる。
A figure on the road ahead catches my gaze. Someone unfamiliar stands at the side of the road, waving both arms. Next to them, a wagon much like one of our own has tilted and fallen, blocking the road. Ukan calls a halt, and a nervous vibe ripples through the caravan. The prospect of bandits are very real. The young girl next to the wagon approaches us with an apologetic smile. I don't trust her. Don't trust her. Several men quickly gather at Ukan's call. They seem a little eager to please because it's a woman, especially one with a pretty face, figures. That face. Yeah, figured as much. The drop cloth covering her cart's cargo rips away, revealing armed men. Yep. Faster than Ukan can reach for his blade, the girl raises her hand. Yeah, we're screwed. Their numbers are only half ours, but every one of them has his bowstring drawn. Mororo begins visibly trembling at the sudden development.
娘たちを危険にさらすか？
ルルティ、クモのことか。しゃあねえ。
Damn.
いいか、余計な真似はするな。おとなしくしてりゃ何もしねえって言うのだ。言われた通りにしてやろうや。
そこの二人、お前たちもだ。
これは仕方ないか。もうなるようにしかならない。言われた通りにしてしばらく様子を見るしかない。
何してる？お前もだ。
こいつなら何も持っていないぞ。下手に目をついて向こうを刺激させないためだった。
いいだろう、お前たち。
それ、両手後ろに回せ。にしても賊に襲われないんじゃなかったのか。こうして見事なまでに襲われてるんだが、手荒な真似をするような連中でないのがすべてのすぎた。いやー、さすがのせり。見事な手際じゃねえの。こりゃ上玉じゃねえの。程度だってこんな上玉はめったにねえじゃんよ。決まりじゃ。この女は俺様のもんに決定な。こいつ抵抗しなければ罪にを持っていくのは何もしないとか言っていたが、所詮はミスッとな口約束ってのだ。おいてめえら、縛り上げた連中の身ぐるみ
Damn.
忘れんなよ。松村、どうするか。
How are we gonna get out of this?
遠慮してくね。どう見ても好みじゃないから。
いいじゃん、いいじゃん。ますます気に入ったぜ。お前たちは今から俺様の女だぞ。たっぷり可愛がってやるから楽しみにするじゃんよ。頭、少しは俺たちにも分けてくださいよ。バカ野郎、こんな上玉指一本だって分けてやらねえよ。
This dude is scummy. Lutia huddles against Kuan.
そんなに怖がらなくても大丈夫だから。
なんかえらい余裕だな。さすがにやばいはずなんだが、全然焦った様子がない。何か秘策でもあるのか。
きっとハグがなんと
I'm sure Haku will find us a way out. Lutia follows Kuan's eyes, looking to me for help.
自分にどうしろと。そんな視線で見られると両親の呵責に苛まれるからやめて。
モズヌ、勝手な真似はするな。我らノスリ旅団と行動を共にするからには我らの流儀に従ってもらう。我々の目的は積み荷だけ。それ以外は決して手を出さない。人に危害を加えない。そう言っておいたはずだ。
いいじゃんよ。 しいこと一個名詞にしてやりたいやのやっちまうぞ。全部俺様に任せとけって。
Mozunu swaggers over to Nozori and throws an arm around her shoulder, getting a little too close for comfort.
ちゃんと分かってるぞ。ノスリが焼いてる。
Ew. Scummy. God, he's scummy.
俺様の女になっちゃうね。せっかくこんないいもん持ってんだから。
As Mozunu points meaningfully at Nozori's chest. Wow.
かつてない方向に折れ曲がらなかったか。
置いたらダメよ、坊や。どうだ、王妃。今のはなかなかいい女っぷりじゃなかったか。
ええ、さすがは姉上。その魅力に思わず目まぐを起こすところでした。
Who's that? Another strange man. A slender man appears next to me.
気づかなかった。
そうであろう。これでまた一歩いい女に近づいたな。
何しやがる。
薄いだな。女との戯れを笑ってさらりと受け流すのがいい男というものだぞ。
超一例じゃよ。こんなの任せるか。
やれやれ。だからお前はいい男になれないんだ。かつて異国にいい男と歌われた王女が存在した。彼は嫉妬に狂った奥方から腕を噛まれようが箸を突き刺されようが微笑んでされるがまま受け入れたらしいぞ。それがいい男というものであり、いい男の義務だ。
その理屈はなんかおかしい。
それに引き換え、お前はダメ男だな。
だってば。
どうしました。続きをしないのですか。
なんかなんだこいつ。全然気づかなかったぞ。
冗談じゃんよ。何向きなってんだ。
王儀、構わんぞ。こんな場合、男のやんちゃを許してやるのがいい女というものだ。
姉上がそう言うなら仕方ないですね。
まあいいさ。もともと俺はデカ父はあんま好きじゃなかったしな。ババアにだったら塩塩にしぼんで垂れちまうからな。
That was mean.
なんでもないぞ。なんでも。よし、運べ。騒がせたな。では、積み荷はいただいてゆくぞ。さらばだ。
それでは道中お気をつけて。いずれまた。
やれやれ。とりあえずは命拾いしたか。とはいえ、こんな山奥で縛られたまま放置ってのは、これどうやって抜け出すんだ。
よいしょっ
と。お、縄抜けか。どうやるんだ。
ちょっとしたコツがあるんだ。指の関節を外せば誰でもできるよ。
いや、それコツとか器用とかいう次元じゃない。
すぐに解くからちょっと待ってて。
ちも頼むわ。
あれ、そっちは解く必要なんてないんじゃないかな。
何のことだい？
演技としてはなかなかだと思うけど、いろいろと違和感があったかな。例えばあの女の人が助けを求めに近寄ってきた時、みんながそれほど警戒してなかったこととか。あなたほどの男が警戒してないなんてありえないかな。
これは買いかぶってくれたもんだ。
So what did they do?
彼女の話を鵜呑みにしたのはらしくないかな。いつものあなたならもっと
Was that like a decoy cargo or something that they took?
不自然なことならまだあるかな。囲まれた時に取り乱したのはルルティエとマロロだけで、他のみんなが慌てた様子がなかったから、ここまで重なるといくらなんでも不自然かな。
クオンがやけに落ち着いていたのはそういうことか。
一つ二つの違和感ならともかく、それがいくつも重なれば必然ということだね。
やれやれ降参だ。カレー姉ちゃんだ。
説明してもらえるよね。
どういうことでおじゃるか。
なあ、ちょっと待ってくれ。守備はどうだい、お二人さん。
こいつはいつの間に。
よし、これで準備は整った。で、種明かしなんだが、まずな、出発前に言った賊に襲われることはないって話。嘘だ。おい、実は最近ここら一帯であいつら賊による被害が頻発しててな、この九十里を何度か捕らえようと動いたんだがうまくいかなかったらしい。どうやら連中目白を転々としているらしくてな、なかなか尻尾がつかめないってことだ。そうこうしているうちに被害は増える一方、族どもの規模も大きくなってきてな、このままではまずいってことで奴らを討伐するのに協力してほしいと頼まれたわけさ。下手に知らない方がいいだろうってことでお姫様には知らせてやすんでしたけどね。怖い思いをさせて申し訳ありません。
そうだったのですか。
ウコン殿、マロも聞いてないでおじゃるよ。どういうことでおじゃるか。
いや、そいつはだな、マロロは腹芸が苦手だろう。そのことで向こうにバレたらまずいってことでな。
そうでおじゃるか。
いや、みんなで話し合って決めたんだ。俺が独断で決めたわけじゃなあ、おめえら。っておい、おめえらこっち見ろ。
マロロはまあわからなくもないか。ってことはまさか賊に襲われたのは。
おめえさんさりげなくひでえな。あ、わざとだ。拠点を突き止めるにはおとりでおびき出すのが手っ取り早かったんでな。
ちょっと待て、それは分かったが、もしさらわれたり暴行を加えられたらどうするつもりだったんだ。運よく何もなかったからいいようなものの、あいつらの会話からして十分にその可能性はあったんだろう。
ああ、それはだな。
そういうこと。向こう側に内通者というより、こちら側の人物がいたんだね。道理でいろいろとおかしいと思ったかな。
そんなわけだ。これから待機していた討伐衆と合流の後、奴らの
Damn, nice. So it was all a cleverly set up ruse to find their hideout and make it to them, basically.
少しの時間も惜しんだ。
いやいやいや、ちょっと待て。何をさらりととんでもないこと言ってるんだ。荷物の護衛は引き受けたが、襲撃を仕掛けるとかはないだろう。さすがに勘弁だぞ。おい。
ああ、分かってるって。こっちもそこまで世話になるつもりはねえさ。その代わりと言っちゃなんだが、あんちゃんたちには頼みたいことがあるんだ。
始まったか。音の大きさから察して戦いはかなりの規模みたいだな。あんなものに巻き込まれていたら命がいくつあっても足りん。
白様。
うわっ、いや、なんでもない。相変わらずこのでかい鳥にはなれないな。それで何か？
はい、本当にごめんなさい。こんなことに巻き込んでしまって。
こんなこと？ああ、ここに残ってルルティエを守ることになったことか。いや、別に気にしなくてもいいさ。あの合戦に駆り出されなくって済むんだ。こっちの方が断然マシというものだ。しかもウコン直々の頼みだからな。気兼ねすることなくこうして高みの見物でいられる。ルルティエの方こそ怖かっただろうに。大丈夫なのか？山賊たちにはウコンの手のものが混じっていたとはいえ、万が一ということもあった。
大丈夫です。クオン様がいてくれましたし、もちろん白さん。
そう言ってくれるのは嬉しいが、自分がいたところで何ができたかは怪しいもんだ。立派だな、ルルティエは。さすがはお姫様ってとこか。
そんな、お姫様なんて私は。
はて、そんな恥ずかしいこと言ったか。しかしまあ、結果的にはウコンたちについてきてよかったかもしれないな。
こんな大変な目にあったのに。
もしウコンたちに同行しないでクオンと二人で旅をしていたとしても、やはりこの道は通ったはずだ。そしたらあの山賊たちに襲われていたかもしれん。そうなった時、今みたいに無事に切り抜けられたかどうかわからんからな。いくら向こうにウコンの協力者がいるとはいえ、
Even if Ukon has a... Well, thanks.
だからウコンについてきたのは正解だった。そう思っただけだ。
Yeah. I love how he just walks in like that. It's funny.
マロロ、お前なんでここにいる？ウコンたちと一緒に行ったんじゃ。
何を言うでおじゃる。ハク殿を残していくのが心配で、頼んでここに残してもらったでおじゃるよ。
そうか、確かにマロロの呪術は頼りになる。一緒にいてくれるのは心強い。心強いはずなのだが、素直に喜べないのはなぜだ。
しかしあの時は心臓が止まるかと思ったでおじゃるよ。
そういえばこいつ、真っ青にガドガド揺れていたら、実に青くなっていたかどうかは化粧でわからない。これで本当に役立つのか。
少しだけでもいいからマロにもこのことを話してほしかったでおじゃる。なんだか信頼されていないみたいな話でおじゃるよ。
仕方ないかな。こういうのは相手に感づかれたらそこでおしまいだから。
まあ、そういうことだな。とにかくここで待機してウコンたちが帰ってくるのを待つだけだ。
What the hell is that? Oh my god. Is that the guy, the weird bad guy? Yeah, him.
何をしてやがったんだよ。バレるはずはねえってんだよ。おかしいな。やっぱあれでしょうさ。あのモスリって小娘が裏切ったんじゃ。お頭が悪いんすよ。いくらあの女がお頭好みだからってホイホイ信じちまったら。
Wow, so she was the mole.
あの父のメイクだったんでしょ。うっせえな。仕方ねえだろ。
Oh my god. He's got a point. Yeah, kinda does.
だが残念だった。あの父こんなとこに隠し 通路があるとは夢にも思わねえだろよ。とりあえず今はどうにか逃げ切って、後でこの礼はたっぷりさせてもらうぜ。
And we happen to be right in front of them.
なんでおじゃる。こいつらさっきの山賊。てめえらなんでこんなところに。さすがどうせさ。バカかおめえは。こんな奴ら消し出しちまえばいい話じゃねえの。しかもこいつはとんだ土産ができたぜ。飛んで気に入るなんとやらじゃ。たっぷり可愛がってやんよ。よしてめえら女を取り押さえろ。男は袋にしまえ。ルーティエ下がれ。
Kokopo's ready to drop some dudes.
何言ってる。ルルティエを置いてけるわけないだろうが。そんな脅し通用するとでも。
そういうこと。ここで怯えるわけには。無茶しすぎないでね。正念場かな。
切り裂く。
まだまだ。
じゃねえ。しぶてえな。
みんなの状況は。
帰り落ちだぜ。
お願い。ココポ。目が回ります。守ります。力になれるのなら。ありがとう、ココポ。
活躍するでおじゃ。燃えるでおじゃ。よほ
覚えてやがれ。
割り切りすぎたでおじゃ。どうでおじゃる。
どう戦おうか。守ります。ここで怯えるわけには。
みんなの状況は。
ひねりつぶす。
まだまだ。
いけが。
活躍するでおじゃ。
俺様に任せるじゃんよ。
守ります。ここで怯えるわけには。ありがとう。 正念場かな。こんなとこかな。
どうしたものか。うん。どうだ。
Alright. Come on, we can get through this. Oh my gosh. Not too bad.
正念場かな。
I'd like her to get a level so she can be 7 as well.
家様、無理をなさらずに。
Got him.
うまくいきました。
俺が悪かったじゃん。だからもうやめてくれ。
ルルティエ様、もうやめて差し上げてはいかがでしょうか。
違う、私が許しているのでは。ここもういいの。お願い、もう終わったの。
お願いしたらこうなるよな。これは無言。
命だけは助けてくれ。お願いだ。
悪党とはいえ少々哀れになってきた。とはいえ許されるわけではないからな。煮るなり焼くなりポコポにやらせるなりルルティエの好きにしたらいいんじゃないのか。
だから違うんです。
いやはや、これはまた壮絶なことになってますね。
誰だ。お前はさっきの。
先ほどは失礼しました。ああすることになっておりましたので申し訳なく思いましたが、ご了承のほどを。
じゃあお前たちが。
てめえ奥義、こいつらとつるんでるってことはやっぱり裏切りやがったんか。
元より仲間などではありませんでしたから、裏切ったなどと言われるのは心外ですね。
同じ盗賊を朝廷に売りやがったんだ。裏切り以外何があるってんだよ。
同じ貧しい者から奪わず犯さず殺さずが我々の流儀です。力のない者を襲い戯れにもてあそび命を奪うあなた方畜生と一緒にされるのは甚だ不愉快。
綺麗事を抜かしやがって。結局盗みに変わりはねえんだろうがよ。
まあ、あなた方と問答するつもりはありませんので、どう思うがご自由にどうぞ。どうせすぐに何も言えなくなりますので。
まさかおめえ冗談はよすじゃん。
汚い手で姉上に触り、姉上の志への罵詈雑言、最後に言い残すことはありますか。
ふざけるな。死んでて余るかよ。
今さら無駄ですのに。先の見えないものは哀れですね。
あの仮面、あのお方、まさかホシトラ様。
Sir Oster. Who's Sir Oster?
奥義てめえ
He looks cool.
これもてめえの仕業かよ。オーギー
And he's dead.
見えなかったぞ。今何をした？
ご安心を秘める峰口です。切り伏せるその価値もありませんので。以上、依頼の遂行とさせていただきます。おしとり。
感謝する。ノスリ殿にも力添え感謝いたすと伝えてもらいたい。
はい。お預かりしていた荷物は指定の場所に運んでありますので、お受け取りを。
確かに受けた。
それと、姉上からの伝言です。
お聞かせいただく。
奴らの行いが許せるものでなかったゆえ、今回は共闘したまで。慣れ合いはせん。
らしいこと。
では、僕はこれにて。ご縁がありましたらいずれま。
おしとら様が来てくださったなんて。もしかしてあの仮面の方のことかな。はい、あのお方、大和に双璧と歌われる向こうへ大将おしとら様です。そっか、あの人が。
そなたたちが族どもの狩猟を取り押さえてくれた。
ああ、いや、
お方が助かった。こたびの策、狩猟を逃がすことはまさに失敗と同義である。このため感謝する。このような場所では社員の満足に伝えられる。そなたたちの行為については後ほど正式に表彰し、報酬を持ってもらう。ウルティエ殿、九十利用からの請願はこれにて遂行されたものとしてよろしいか。
He looks pretty cool. But he swept in and kind of stole our glory there at the end.
大声は吉田にお伝えいただきたい。
確かに受け取りました。討伐の件、しかも父に伝えます。
緊張してカチカチだな。島の上であるブル系が緊張する。それほどの人物のことは。
それがしは別件があるゆえこれにて失礼いたす。護衛の者もすぐに戻るゆえ安心して帝都までの旅を楽しめよう。
はい、お心遣い感謝します。
では諸兄諸子の良き旅路を祈って全軍速やかに撤収せよ。またどこかでお会いすることが。だ。
Huh. Did it.